Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, and some of you on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with another Let's Play episode of Shelter. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back, go ahead and jump right back into it. I'll be doing the Patreon stuff at the end of the video. Anyway, alarm, Shane, you were up, and let's go. Also, y'all, go play Helldivers 2, it's incredible. Alright. We run as fast as we can in our current state. Me blind in the dark, him bleeding out and gasping in exhaustion. I see red glimmers in the distance. It's the campfire embers. We're back to the entrance hall. To the gate, quick! It won't take the monster long before it regenerates and catches up to us. We have to escape before it does. We get to the metal gate. I can pass through it easily, but I imagine the Pyrenees still needs a bit more space. I'm not exactly sure. The coals don't shed enough light for me to see. Will you fit? I don't get a reply, only a tired yelp of anguish and a painful grunt when he pushes against the side of the gate with all of his might. I slip in the gap and push with my whole body. Come on, move! The thuds of heavy footsteps grow closer. The sounds of claws scratching against metal fill us with desperate urgency. Even more so when I start hearing more noise coming from the opposite end of the hall, and another in the ceiling air vents. If they all come here... Damn it, why does it budge? Please! I can hear the sound of a steadily dripping blood by the dog's feet. He's forcing himself too hard in his state. Something is blocking it, I don't know what. I feel my heart beating itself out of my chest when I notice the white glint of the monster's eye in the distance. It bobs its head chaotically while closing onto us. Its bones are still broken. What should I do? What should I do? The dog by my side stops his heaving, and I hear him resting against the gate. Has he given up? No, we can't. We've come this far. I'm not going to let all of our effort go to waste. I squeeze my mace in my hand and take a step towards the white glimmer. We're not yet again forced to the corner. No choice but to fight. We're yet again forced to the corner. No choice but to fight. Then a new pair of eyes emerges from the corridor to the opposite side. Oh no! I can't fight two monsters at the same time, not without any mana or any element of a surprise in a wide open hall. How am I going to do that? They charge at us, the white glints drawing closer with furious snarls. I can't. It's possible for me to take two monsters at the same time in the way I am now. Not on my own. Not alone. Rune! Max! Burry! Teak! Anyone, please! It's okay, Luke. It's fine. I feel a strong hand grabbing me by the shoulder and pulling back. I can't see the dog in the darkness, but I feel his breath on my cheek as well as the wetness of his blood on his side. Thank you for doing so much for me. It is thanks to you that I could learn happiness and hope. When you see Sorrel, please, pass him this. I want to say something. Object. But I'm silenced by a gentle peck on my lips. Oh. Then, despite my shouts and struggling, Baxter forcefully throws me past the gate with the last of his strength. Jesus. Is there a better way that could have ended? Y'all in the comments, please let me know. I have to keep going. That was a little upsetting. Tiny little bit upsetting. Oh, shit. Finally, I'm at the exit to the outside. I twist and turn the latch. It opens with a sharp, grinding noise. The cold air brushes against my face, and the noises of distant battles hit me with a feeling of urgency. I rush out without even caring to close the hatch behind me. The perimeter seems clear. Whoever was at the top of the deck time of malfunction must have already hidden inside. Not even the monsters are lurking here. They must be busy down below on the ground where the crowds were. Or maybe they're too scared of the malfunctioning turret to be close to it. Whatever the case is, I have to use this opportunity to investigate and fix whatever went wrong. I can already see from the distance that the mana inside the turret is in chaos. It spews sparkling fire and mist visible to me even without mana vision. Once I finally reach the turret, I lean against the cold metal and heave, catching my breath. I know I'll have to push myself and use my eyes to get to the bottom of the issue. But I'm so exhausted. I've been using mana vision all the time today. Sometimes for justified reasons, but quite often for some stupid crap. Then I drank alcohol at the baths and went through a bunch of stressful confrontations. I'm tired both in body and mind. I wish I could just be in bed now. I'm gonna sleep for days after all this is over. But right now, I have to push myself this one last time. Soon, everything will be fine again. Just give me a second to breathe. Suddenly, a distant sound brings me back to attention. What was that? A monster? It sounded so far away. I look in that direction. At first, I don't notice anything. But then, there, at the horizon, I see a colossal, dark shape as big as a hill. But I know there are no hills or mountains in that area. The top of the figure moves and glares at me with its huge eyes, like two wells of molten light. We may be miles apart, yet it feels like the dark mountain stares right into my own eyes. A giant, lucid nightmare beyond anyone's understanding. Oh, shit, I see it! Damn. Crap! If this thing breaches shelter, it's over for us. We have to hurry. We need skies ablaze right now! Come on, show me what's wrong with you, turret! Dude, just reboot Windows. I'm sure that's the issue. He's brilliant, but terrifying. Does he even have a heart? Crap! I didn't reach Monovision. I'm so tired my mind gets distracted with random flashes when I try to... But I have to. Just a short push so I can just get a glimpse. That's all I need. Do it! Is that you, brother? Damn it! I can't do it. The turret is burning with those chaotic snippets of experiences, and I just can't focus. But I have no choice. I know I'm absolutely exhausted in both body and spirit, but I have to do it somehow. I can't even afford to rest any longer. That giant monster in the distance. I'd rather die than be sent to the north, to him. I can't stay here much longer. It's too much. It's starting to flood in. I have to just go straight to the control tower and do whatever I can do there. If I stay here... I'm finally here, out of the monastery. No, why won't my legs listen to me? I'm starting to lose control of my whole body. This is really, really bad. Welcome, Burry Tangleroot. I greet you at the home of Crimson Royal Grove. The Royal Capital. I'm going to be working for the Wolves. This is the highest privilege any dog can dream of. I put all the hard work and study over the years so I could finally walk onto this marble floor. I wish my brothers could see me right now. But no, they would not. We've grown so distant over the years, we barely spoke to each other by the time we started to leave the monastery, one after another. I cannot help blaming myself for that, because of a petty squabble. I ratted them all out to our caretakers about breaking the rules and stealing the books behind their backs. I turned one of our most exciting childhood memories into one filled with regret. Everything changed after that day. I never even gathered the courage to apologize. I chose my priorities and it was not with them. Why am I still thinking about that even now, when that chapter of our lives is already behind us? We have all spread across the world, and each of us has a role to fulfill that we were molded for. I do too. I am here now. I shall act my role. I will be helpful. What shall you have me do? It's good to see you're as eager as you are talented, Burry. Good boy. I was never told what my assignment would be. I know you weren't. Would you rather have me tell you or show you? 2 ironclad guards open a heavy metal gate for us. We descend long stairs into the cold basement. It's getting darker and the passage is narrow. The air smells unnatural. The gate is locked behind us. I prod my companion's mind with empathy. I can feel a mixture of happiness from the new company, but also a prickling guilt from what he is hiding from me. The stairs end and we follow through a maze of corridors and guarded heavy metal doors. At one point I swear I can see glints of white glowing eyes in one of the distant halls around the corner. Then we walk through a dimly lit corridor with cells on both sides. The smell is unpleasant, the filth of species I have never smelled before. I can hear painful moans coming from inside one of those dark cells. Finally, we reach a set of huge heavy doors. With some effort, we manage to open them. The inside is dimly lit and cluttered with research equipment I have never seen before in my entire life. Transparent tubes connected with weird thin cables, bottles and vials filled with unknown materials. I know there is going to be a lot more for me to learn. No book in the monastery could really prepare me to tackle the work for wolves from day one. It is a spacious hall with a tall ceiling, and the air is completely still, and it smells sterile. A few steps away from it, chained by the same wall, hangs an unconscious naked saurian. As we pass one of the columns, I notice a glint of white eye by one of the walls. A feral-winged monster is immobilized there, kept in place by thick metal nails pierced through each of its limbs. They're both definitely alive, but their minds are broken. Near them, a dog is fastened to a wooden table with thick leather straps. He doesn't say a word, but he turns his head towards me. There's a fresh mark of a convict burn on the side of his muzzle. I do not feel comfortable in this dungeon. What they are doing here would be considered unethical, to say the least. But it is not my place to question anything. I am a good boy. I do what I am told. I have to keep my emotions at bay. We finally reach a wide glass cabinet filled with colorful crystals. They appear to be especially important. I think I know what they are. My companion opens the cabinet and takes one of the crystals, a red one. He puts it on his palm and shows it to me. He stares at me for a while. Aren't you going to ask, what is this? It is a monocrystal, a rare phenomenon occurring spontaneously in nature. Sometimes they form around people experiencing skies ablaze. This one smells canine. I've studied a similar one before. There was some information about them in the monastery libraries, but they were still a big mystery to my tutors. Not to us. We created this one, and all the others you see here. Made them, huh? Is that what all those people are being held here for? We believe they are an important step in understanding the world. No, not people. Subjects. I see. Burry, your mind has been blank this whole time. Is everything all right? My companion looks at me uneasily. That discomfort is also reflected in the state of his mind. He's trying to read me. You're not going to pass out on me, are you? No, you do not have to worry about me. I was brought here to be of use, and useful I shall be. Really now, you are pretty straightforward, huh? How old are you, Burry? I'm going to turn 17 years old next week. So young. It's admirable, really. In the past, I would be jealous of you. But let me be a bit honest. It's not my place to question their decisions, and I'm happy to have a brilliant young lad like you in my team. But I'm worried if you aren't a bit too young for the work we're about to. Please, sir, I meant it. Do not be concerned about me. I think I do already understand my role here fairly well. The Grove aims to understand the nature of life in our realm. They bear the burden of responsibility to guard us from the monsters and corruption. We are here to aid them in that. We shall be the hands that will unveil the truth for them. Even if we need to dirty our own hands to do that. Our mentor has always taught us that great things cannot be achieved without sacrifice. If it takes a few lives of monsters, foreigners, and convicted criminals to save all the people of our country, then it is a price that must be paid. I definitely don't like that. They're like lumping in foreigners with monsters and convicted criminals. Hey, very American of them. Yes, that is what I have been taught all this time. That is what they want to hear. I do not need to question that. Truthfully, I do not care about the country. I simply want to be useful. I want to finally get busy again and forget about my brothers. But even that I cannot manage. Wherever I go, they are always on the back of my mind. So if I can't do that, the second best thing I can do is to aid them however I can, even in a roundabout way. If I can help them in their own paths in life by doing my work here, then I do not care what I have to do. I do not care if they will even learn or acknowledge my help. I just don't want to be a bad dog. Oh. My companion gives me an inquisitive glare. The guilt in his mind dissipates with a spark of understanding. I think he finally realized my mind is not blank because of the shock. I simply do not feel strongly about our circumstances here. He will not get a reaction out of me. I am a good boy. I do what I am told. You will get far in this profession. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank you all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silvermoon. Thank you for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our not safe for work contents as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!